Hey guys, it's that Dividend guy coming at you with another Robinhood portfolio update. Happy Monday. Hopefully everybody's having a GGD, a great green day in the market. You know, I always wish the best for my viewers and subscribers. So today we're going to go over the overall portfolio, my buying power, the individual holdings, what I plan on doing with the dividends, and then at what price I want to add the stocks on my watch list. So jumping right in for today. We are up about $560. With that would be the 602 minus the 40. For the week, we are down right around 1600 or down 3%. 1 month mark, we are down 2300. 3 month mark, we are down 2600 or 5%. Year to date, since the beginning of the year, we are down 1300, down about 3%. 1 year mark, we are down only $738 or 1.5%. And then all time, we are up $13,842.59, or we are up 38.88% all time, so almost a 40% return since I started investing, which I will take that. Buying power is sitting at $25.73. So jumping in, we've got Realty Income. We've got 142 shares, right around $8,900 of market value. Average cost is $67.15. 18% of the portfolio is in Realty Income. Today we're up $200, up 2.3%. Total return, we are down $620, down about 7 or 6.5%, 7%. Dividend coming in on the 15th of $36.14. So guys, I've been getting a lot of questions about Main Street Capital and Stag Industrial and asking why I prefer Realty Income over those. So first, Main Street Capital is a business development company. So they give loans out to small to medium-sized businesses that probably wouldn't get it from a bank. And while I think that's really admirable, like it's cool that there are businesses out there that help small businesses and other smaller companies, it's just not a place I want to put my money. And then, because I don't understand the business as well as I should to put money into it, and it's not one that interests me enough to really study it. And then Stack Industrial, they do, of course, industrial properties, and I just prefer Realty Income's tenant base over Stack Industrial. So Realty Income has tenants like Walgreens, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, Walmart, and like Kroger, and CVS as well. So they just have better tenants, in my opinion. And the other thing that really draws me towards Realty Income, there's like 4 or 5. So first, it's a dividend aristocrat. That's why I originally took notice, because I was looking at dividend aristocrats and kings. So first, it's an aristocrat. So that means it has 25 years or more of dividend growth. So it's grown the dividend every year that it's been on the market. So, as well as the tenants are definitely a plus, and the other thing is the way that they've structured their business. So they're triple net lease, which means that they're not liable for the insurance, the property damage, maintaining the building, any of the utilities at all. So they literally just they pretty much own the building and get paid rent without having any of the liability of owning the property, which I love. And then, of course, the last thing that really did draw me to Realty Income was their occupancy rate and their rent retaining percentage. So the amount of their tenant base has never gone under 90%, and their rent collected's never gone below 85% in the entirety of the time they've been in business. So they just reek of consistency. They don't have that volatile nature of a business development company, and I understand their business, and I like their business model more than I like Stag Industrial. So that's why I don't want to jump into something like a Main Street Capital or Stag, and that's why I go heavy on Realty Income, and I'm keeping my money there. Next is my personal favorite company on the entire stock market, that being Coca-Cola, ticker symbol KO. Have 10 shares. I'd love to see a second zero behind that. $600 of market value. Average cost is $60.84. 1.21% of the portfolio is in Coca-Cola. Today we're up $6. Total we're down $10.34, down 1.7%. The number one goal for this portfolio for the rest of the year is to get a second zero behind that. I want 100 shares of Coca-Cola. Next, we've got Altria. We've got 315 shares, $14,600 worth of market value. Average cost is $47 a share. portfolio percentage is 30% of my portfolio. A third of my money is in Altria stock, which is a bit heavy, so I'm going to try and lower that. So money will be going to other things like, of course, CocaCola, T. Rowe Price. I want to add Visa eventually, so I have other opportunities in the market. But if it does get to like $45 a share, it's going to be too low to ignore, and I'm going to have to add a little bit more capital to this position. But today we're down $22. Total, we're down $250, down only 1.7%. Keep in mind, guys, this is the big payer for this set of months, and that is also part of why I'm allocating capital to other things. So as much as I love it, as much as I love the consistency of how much it pays, I want that dividend income to be more steady. So right now I'm getting paid like $300 a month. In January, I believe it's like 150 to 180. In February, then March is like 140 or 150. So January, or this set of months that Altria pays, is the biggest month, which is great. I love getting that amount of money, don't get me wrong, but I want that to be the consistent amount. That just means I need to allocate more capital to the other months. And so jumping into that, Apple. So here's the thing. I have one share right now. 150.58 is our market value. Average cost is 132.66. 0.3% of the portfolio is in Apple. Today we're up $2. Total, we're up almost 18, up almost 14% on this position. So I love Apple. The reason that I bought this instead of Microsoft, because that was the hang up, is I wanted to add either Microsoft or Visa, and after I didn't want to own Starbucks anymore. I decided to go ahead and own Apple. I have a MacBook. I've owned iPhones. I understand the business, the brand, and one of my favorite movies of all time is the Jobs movie with Ashton Kutcher, because he did so well in that movie. I've also read the autobiography of Steve Jobs as well. So love Apple as a company, love the story, and I use their products every day. So it just seemed like a no-brainer. But the only hang up I have on Apple is that the other stock that pays this month is, I'm up quite a bit on it, and so I don't want to put more money into it. But with Apple, I'm just going to bite the bullet. Love the company. I think it's one of the best companies on the market. I think it is the best company on the market. It's not my favorite company, but it's up there. So next we have AbbVie, and here's the problem. Apple was supposed to be just like I did with AbbVie. I wanted to put more capital into Apple, but I can't because it's too high. But like I said, I'm biting the bullet, and I'm just going to put more money into Apple. But the point of adding a second company was because I was so up on AbbVie that I wanted to put money into a company that was down. So I still continued. Like I said, the goal is to get a more regular stream of income. Well, that doesn't happen if I don't put more cash into this set of months. So Apple kind of slipped me up, but I'm just going to keep buying it because I love the company. But next we've got AbbVie at 95 shares, $14,000 of market value. Average cost is $95.20. Around 29% of the portfolio is in AbbVie. So Altria and AbbVie pretty much sit side by side when it comes to the amount of money that has been allocated to the position. But Altria pays like $200 more than what AbbVie does, and so that's why I wanted to buy something else aside from AbbVie, because I'm up so high on it. I don't want to allocate any more capital to this position, not because I don't love the company, but because I'm up so high. I don't want to bump up my average cost. I want to average down on positions, because then my yield gets higher. So today we are up to 1.5%. In total, we're $5,300, up nearly 60% on AbbVie. So Apple was supposed to be my saving grace for the second set of months. Didn't work out. I'm just going to keep allocating capital to Apple. Then we've got Rowe Price. We've got 100 shares, so this is exactly where I want CocaCola to be at. $10,664 of market value. Average cost is right around $122 a share. 22% of the portfolio is in Rowe Price. Today we're up $161. Total, we're down $1,500. We're down about 12.5% on Rowe. So I will allocate more capital to Rowe Price. I want to split between. I want to try to split pretty evenly between CocaCola, because I want that 100 shares, but I also want to help out this set of months. This is the lowest paying set of months. 36912 is the lowest paying set of months that I have in the portfolio. And like I said, I want to kind of keep that income more regular. So I don't want like peaks and valleys when it comes to the amount of money I'm bringing in, but that means I need to allocate more money to this set of stocks. So right now, Rowe Price obviously is the best buy in the portfolio, and I would have no issue allocating more capital to it if I had capital coming in. So once I I have a job interview tomorrow. Like I said, I have a couple more. So once I get locked down with employment, then I'll get a couple paychecks in, pay rent, kind of save up a little bit, and then I will start allocating more capital to the portfolio. But I do have dividends coming in, and that is something that I would use to allocate capital to the best deals in the portfolio. So as you guys saw, had a dividend coming in from Realty Income of $30, which is $50 or $60 in dividends, but that's not enough to buy a share. So Rowe Price is actually going to pay me near the end of the month, and I can reallocate that capital to Rowe Price, put it back into the stock. With that being said, guys, we're going to take a jump into the watch list. So Visa is one of my favorite companies. Love the business model. Use them just like I said with Apple. Use them every single day. Same with CocaCola. Got to use what you use, or got to own what you use. And so since I swipe them every day, I want to own it. But I want to own it at around $190 per share, and it's at 214. So right now, just like I said with Apple, it's a little bit too high to be adding at this price. So I want to wait, but that's okay because T Rowe Price is at a killer price right now. So I want to allocate more to that, but I do want to add to Visa at the right price. So I'm just going to sit and wait, be patient, and I will allocate funds when it makes sense. But I'm still keeping that goal, still allocating capital to Coca-Cola and allocating some capital to Rowe Price to kind of even out that overall income. But that isn't what Visa's purpose is going to do. I think how this is going to happen is eventually it's going to reach that like $190 mark, and I will have allocated funds in the portfolio specifically to boost the third set of months. And once that price hits, I'll just, like I did with AbbVie, pour money into it and just let it ride and let it compound. Next is Berkshire Hathaway. I want to get Berkshire at around $280, so I'm sitting pretty for a while. So that's the deal with the watch list. I'm just sitting and patiently waiting. So guys, let me know what stocks you are buying. I know banks got hit pretty hard the past week. So let me know what stocks you might be looking to buy. Let me know what your favorite stock of the portfolio is. Remember to hit the like button on my channel, on the video, that dividend guy, and hit the subscribe button on the channel. That way you don't miss any new uploads. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Robinhood portfolio update. Take care, guys.